Hello and welcome to another update video about Sand. Now we have the correction that I've been warning for Sand. Up here we talked about taking profits. Don't forget to take profits. Then we came down in a wave A. Still everybody was bullish, as normally is the case in a wave A correction. Then we came up in a B. I said be careful if we see a lower high here. This is just a wave B. We could have come up all the way up to 850 and maybe even a little bit higher in that wave B, and it still would have been a wave B. A three-part wave, yeah, still sort of a correction of the previous wave A. People get too bullish then, and then you get into this wave C, where only normally in the third wave of the wave C, within which we have been yesterday, people realize that the correction is real. That's typically what happens in a correction, in an ABC correction from a psychological point of view. Now, I've been saying up here that we could come down to levels of around 550, maybe even lower. Talk to you about the 475 level, and I don't know if I mentioned that level here at 425. Maybe I did, to be honest. I can't remember. But anyway, that's what we're doing here, currently correcting, and we're coming down as expected. This was no surprise. It was a bit of a surprise for me for Bitcoin to have it in that speed and with that force to come down today, but it was a bearish Bitcoin scenario I've been talking about as well as a possibility, and now this is played out below 53k for Bitcoin. Now that did accelerate the correction for Sand as well, but again, that a correction would be coming for Sand was not a surprise. I tried to pre-warn you, and I know a lot of you guys have prepared, probably based on whatever you decided to do. After this correction, I expect further moves to the upside. But how far can the correction actually go? And I want to give you a target level in this video. So first of all, I mean, we've come down really hard. Yeah, today with that Bitcoin drop here. I mean, today is the 4th of December. Let me just see. From yesterday, actually, the 3rd. I mean, we've come down like 35%. That's quite a lot. But since then, since the low here at $4.10, we have actually recovered again another 25%. So it's not all bad. No, we've actually recovered more. Sorry, we've actually recovered more because we're back at 534. We recovered 33%. So that just indicates also how strong these gaming cryptos are and these metaverse cryptos. And I've said before, if Bitcoin starts to recover, these gaming cryptos will recover more. And we've seen it down here in this low. They have recovered really fast. But again, this was all still part of the ABC correction. Now, an ABC correction consists, like the wave A, of 5 waves. And I think down here, from between the 29th of November to the 2nd of December, we've seen the first wave. And let me just show you with the count actually here live. So 1, then we've seen wave 2. I think we've seen the wave 3, typically the longest wave. Wave 4 now. And wave 5 still to come. Now, how far can the wave 5 actually go down? Well, let's take a look. What is actually the target level for a wave C? Yeah, because the wave 5, what I just mentioned, is only part of that wave C. A wave C normally retraces, and that is just a pure target level, ideal target level given by the elite wave method. So it normally retraces to the 1.618 extension of the wave A. Okay, so from the top of wave 5, we take these extension levels down to the peak of wave A. There you go, and you can see that it's an absolute valid Fibonacci structure here. You can perfectly see that, because if you talk about an impulse into the other way around, you obviously have to draw your fibs the other way around as well. So we can see it here. We just drew it from, move it over a little bit. Can't really see these numbers here, can you? All right, probably like that. All right, absolute valid fib, perfect. Because from the top of wave 5, we did go down all the way here. Well, yeah, to the wave 8. No, I didn't. I need to do that again. 1 second. Now that I moved it, there you go. So there you can see the target levels for the wave C. As per that, or based on that, you can see that we actually briefly already touched the 1.618, yeah, which is at $4.08. Perfect, fib worked out perfectly in this case. So this is the target level for a wave C. yeah, in an ideal world, in ideal circumstances. So we could come down lower. You know, we could also come down to the 200%, maybe here at $3. Because I think we will come down lower because we haven't seen the wave 5. We've seen a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4 now, and I think the 5 will come down a little bit lower. But to be honest, the 5 doesn't have to come lower. A wave 5 doesn't necessarily need, the wave 5 can also in exceptional circumstances be shorter than the wave 3, which we possibly have seen here, yeah. So we could come down once more to the 1.618 fib level, but if we lose that, the realistic possibility exists that we actually get all the way down to the 200% extension, which is here the $3 level pretty much. Yeah, that'd be quite a bit of a drop from where we are now, but you can see how perfectly these fibs have worked out. Again, you know, you've come down to the 1.272 extension. That's where we now found support here at $5.02. You can see that here actually where the candle closed. New candle opened pretty much exactly at that level, and then we've come down before that actually to the 1.618 extension at $4.08. Surprised we hit that already. I would expect we come down once more, but yeah, we've got quite a bit of a way to go in that wave 5 now if we come down once more to that level, and that would be a really interesting price to buy here at $4. I don't know who, a lot of people did, obviously. You can see that here just by that long wick. But yeah, if Bitcoin continues to drop, I think we will see another move down, and before eventually we will then at some point here see the reversal. But yeah, everybody who listened to my videos in the last couple of weeks will have been probably prepared for this drop here. I did talk about profit taking, did talk about this ABC correction, and now it's actually happening. People didn't believe it would happen, but it's always when I see in the comments that people say, you know, it doesn't happen, it will not, definitely not happen, then actually you can actually sense that, well, everybody's becoming too bullish. So the smart man is taking that chance. This is going to go short here or whatever they do. But if everybody gets too bullish, that is when the corrections happen. And looking at the indicators here, also on the weekly, and that is what I really like to see, and that's also why I think we could come down a little bit lower, is that we are finally getting out of the overbought range. And that is why I primarily expected as well, and why I reminded you of profit taking, because we were so much overbought on the weekly. And we just want to highlight here and really put into focus here that on the weekly, in an overbought level, you have to come down at some point. And you can see here in February, the market can hold these levels for a while, but then you come down. And here as well, it happens. It always happens, you know, and I've rarely seen anything going above 95 on the RSI, and this one again did come all the way up to 95 and then started to go down. And it's just what markets do. It is what needs to happen, because if you're just too overbought, not many more people will go in. It is just too overbought, you know, psychologically as well. And on the daily though, we're just coming back still in the bullish range of the RSI here on the daily, finding support on the 50 line, which is also important actually for further continuation to the upside. The MACD, however, on the daily indicates further price drops. You know, we can't see any reversal indicated here. So yeah, we just need to see what's happening. As I said, my expectation is we come down once more, possibly to the 1.618 fib level at $4.08, or even if we lose that, to $3.05. This is the 200% extension level. But overall, after this, I expect further continuation here to the upside and a bull market throughout. I would expect a bull market throughout the next year for these gaming and metaverse cryptos. And generally, I don't, even though I talk about a bear market now for Bitcoin because it dropped below my key bullish level, I don't necessarily expect a bear market that is now going to last years. I don't expect the end of the 4-year cycle yet. I don't think so. So I think there is still hope. But you need to do what you need to do. You know, I can't tell you to buy or sell. Please only take here these videos as education, entertainment, my opinion, and then you can come to your own conclusions. But overall, this fib worked out really well, and the target level was already hit for that wave C, purely based on the Elliott wave method. I did mention these target levels before in my video. And yeah, so hopefully you weren't really surprised by this dip, but it went faster than I personally expected. So hope you liked that update video. If you did, please smash the like button and subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.